Hey everyone, Dan at Ochiko Bushcraft. Well, I just recently did an ATV adventure video for you guys, and if you haven't seen that, please check it out. And I was carrying my new Helikon Haversack with me. That was about the third time I had it out, just field testing it. And I told you guys that I would come back and do a full review along with the Loadout. Now I'll tell you right now, the Loadout is similar to my 10Cs plus 2 video I recently did. I've made a few changes, but I want to give you a full review on this bag, so I will just load out the gear as we go through the bag and talk about the features. Now I've been carrying the Hidden Woodsman Haversack for some time now. That's what I did that video on the 10Cs plus 2 on, or was carrying in that video, was that Hidden Woodsman Haversack. I wanted to test the Helikon because it is much more budget friendly and it had some features that looked more appealing to me. For example, on the Hidden Woodsman, the older style has a pocket on the back, or a sleeve on the back, the newer a sleeve on the front for your hatchet. I liked the idea of having a sleeve on the side and another slot on the other side to put gear. So let's go ahead and just start reviewing this. Nice heavy-duty Cordura material, variety of colors. If you want to go through the company, I just went through what Amazon had available at the moment, which was Coyote, and this works just fine for me. Blends in with the environment out here really good. I have on top, just tied to the handle, my little seat pad. So this basically unfolds, is reflective on one side, and if it is raining or snowing, gives me a dry, warm place to sit while I make a fire or gather materials to start a shelter or whatever. So it just takes up, you know, weighs nothing, takes up no space. Just tie it to the handle. Now, on this bag, I'm going to mention as I go, in my opinion, there's two design flaws. I really like this bag. I'm going to continue to carry it, at least for the time being. I'm enjoying using it. But there's two design flaws that I've discovered, and I'm hoping that Helikon techs, I plan to try to send them this video, will listen to what I'm saying as someone who is a bushcrafter and out here really using it in, you know, real wilderness, real situations, and that they will make two changes. So on this side is a sleeve. Okay, by the way, nice heavy duty shoulder strap with quick click buckles, so you can just take it off, adjust it however. There's also a nice carry handle right here if you just want to carry it, which sometimes when I'm walking through the brush and my shoulder is tired, I'll carry it for a little while and then sling it back on my shoulder. On the back is a zippered pocket, which I am presently not using, but if you wanted to carry some other gear, there's a zippered pocket on the back for that. Again, on this side is a sleeve, which I really like because I picked up recently this little Gransfors Bruk hand hatchet, which I'm going to do a review on. Hint, I love this thing. I've been carrying the Gransfors Bruk wildlife hatchet on my bigger bushcraft pack for many years now, and will continue to do so. I wanted something lighter and more compact, so this little Gransfors Bruk hand hatchet is perfect and fits right in the sleeve. Okay, on the other side, rather than a sleeve, is a slot where the bottom is sewn in, and this is a perfect fit for you guys who are looking to put together some kind of a kit and you want to know what you might put in it. It actually fits perfectly with either a Baco, I had the Baco in here, or the Silky Pocket Boy. This is the Outback edition, and an Esee JG3. This is one that I dyed the handles on, dark brown. So that gives me a great combination of bushcraft cutting tools. I have a small hatchet, I have a folding saw, and I have a small full tang knife with a 90-degree spine for making shavings from fatwood, striking a ferro rod, etc. So right on the bag itself, excluding what's on my belt, I have 3 awesome cutting tools, and the sizing on this is just perfect. I'll put the name of this in the description. I was just going through Amazon looking for an inexpensive little admin pouch that I could put first aid items in. Rather than having my first aid crammed down in here, I cut my finger. I'm getting blood all over the outside of the bag trying to get in. I wanted quick access on the outside. So I found this little admin pouch with a D-ring, and that's cool because on the Helikon techs, right here on the front is a place to clip car keys, a D-ring, or whatever. So this little pouch clips right on there. If you wanted, there's 3 slots on the back, but I just wanted it because I was able to put in a small first aid kit along with some stingies, Advil, things like that, and have it all on the outside where I could just grab it if I need it. Okay. First design flaw, my opinion. Guys at Helikon Techs, please pay attention to what I'm saying. The reason this is tied to the top is because it will not fit under the flap because they do not have an adjustable strap here. I like this setup where you just pull this and then your tab comes right loose. So you can put this on here and then tuck this down in and it snaps. When you want it out, you just pull it out. But if this strap was adjustable in length, you could pack so much more gear in here. See, I could lay more gear up on top, like this little pad. The strap is adjustable, like it is on the Hidden Woodsman. Then I could still fold the flap over, and it would lengthen the strap, attach it. I could put my pad under here. I could put more gear under here, whatever. But because this strap is not adjustable at all in length, it's tight right there, and I can't fit anything else up under here. I tried to put the pad on, it will not close. So that is the first recommendation I'm going to make to Helikon Techs, guys. Make this strap right here adjustable in length so that a guy could put more stuff up under here and then still fasten it. Have your buckle on the other end, an adjustable strap. It would be a great design improvement, and you wouldn't have to tie odds and ends to the top. There'd be more room underneath. Okay. There is MOLLE webbing around the sides and the front if you do want to attach some additional pouches. Inside, quick loadout for you guys. Most of it is very similar to what was in my 10Cs. Obviously, you see the Hatchet is a new addition. I love this little thing. I can't wait to review it for you guys. Leather gloves, piece of fat wood, and I'm sure that Nica over at Nica Motorcycles and Meditation, and I'll put a link to her channel. She's doing videos of her own in the description. I'm sure she's laughing as I pulled a piece of fat wood out of here. Anyway, guys, I have my Nalgene water bottle. This leads us to the second design flaw in this bag. There is right here, if you guys can see that, a water bottle pocket right here. However, that water bottle pocket is so tight on a stainless steel bottle like the Nalgene. It is such an incredibly tight fit that it pushes so hard against this sleeve that you cannot put anything in this sleeve if you have a bottle in the pocket. It literally just barely fits, shoves the outside of the shoulder pouch tight against the sleeve, and as hard as I tried, you cannot fit a hatchet or anything other than something that was flat in this sleeve. So this water bottle pocket is a design flaw. It needs to be bigger so that it will fit a nice stainless steel bottle and not shove the outside of the pack out tight against the sleeve where you cannot use the sleeve. So I can't use the water bottle pouch. I just have to set the bottle in here loose next to it. I have my 5x8 tarp from Bushcraft Outfitters. Again, this is fire retardant, highly recommended. I've used it around numerous fires, had embers land on it, and not a hole in it yet. Great, tie outs all the way around, perfect for a one-man shelter. Binoculars, a little pair of Sky Genius binoculars from Amazon. A little pouch. Sorry guys, I think it was a hawk just yelled at me from a tree. Probably told me to hold it down, he's sleeping. I got my ridge line. I got pre-made Prusik knots, some other little bank line tie-outs, tent stakes, all in a pouch ready to go for quick shelter setup. And there's also a sleeve, or not really a sleeve, I guess, a pouch or a pocket right here in the front. And I have a nice big contractor's bag that I can fill up with debris and use for insulation from the ground, or an emergency poncho, water gathering, etc. Fits perfectly down in this sleeve that's on the front outside. Inside, in the front, is a zippered pocket, which I really like. So you guys can see that here. A nice zippered pocket. And I have a variety of odds and ends down in there. I have bandana, ferro rod, bright orange cordage added for when I lay it down, like now. I have a small filter from HydroBlu. I really like these, and I'll put it's a 3-stage filter. I'll put it in the description. But if I can't boil water because it's fire season and I need to drink right from the stream, or just fill my water bottle from the stream, I can put this down inside my water bottle. It's got a little carbon filter and the fiber filter both, and drink straight from my water bottle. It's good for about 50 gallons and comes with a replacement cartridge for another 50 gallons. But weighs absolutely nothing, and I've used these out here drinking from the streams, so it's a great addition to a small kit. Small Petzl headlamp. If you look back at my 10Cs+2, I put this on and took it out and explained the different settings. It's got red, a couple settings of white, strobe. Check that video out. I'm not going to take it back out and redo that one now. Small compass for direction finding. Getting back to my truck. Little Altoids tin of cotton balls saturated with petroleum jelly for my ferro rod. Little Olight. This is the one that's 180 lumens off Amazon. I really like these. It's another addition to go with the headlamp backup. Lighter in one of the little Exotac pouches. Keeps the handle from being depressed and the gas from getting let out. And my Ranger Victorinox, which I really like because it gives me a backup blade and it gives me a nice big backup saw. And this is the Pathfinder edition from Self-Reliance Outfitters. It comes in green if you go through Amazon. I think red is the only color option. I wanted the green, so I went ahead and ordered it from Pathfinder, but then I put the orange cord on it anyway, so when I lay it down, I can find it. And I believe that covers everything for that front zippered pocket. There's also a back zippered pocket right here. Now I keep items on this side because it's against my back that aren't bulky. So I have some wet ones. If I get junk all over my hands, insect repellent, which is really handy right now. A little baggie of more of the same. Those were just loose ones, along with some sunblock. And another shelter item, an SOL heat sheet, emergency blanket. So I've got the tarp for overhead. I've got the bag for underneath, as well as the little pad if I'm just sitting. And I have an SOL heat sheet to put around me. And if I build a little fire and open that up, it'll catch that heat. Okay, final items that are shoved down in here. Gorilla tape always comes in handy for making quick emergency shelters. A lot of other uses. I have a spool of bank line and more bank line when I'm out here making tripods, bushcraft beds, putting up a pole, lashing it to a tree, whatever. I use a lot of bank line. And I think the only other items left are food. But I'll show you guys something I just started doing that I like. You know, this is all comfort items for the most part. I love Spam. And so what I did is I went on Amazon and I bought me a case of the MRE crackers and a case of the cheese spread. So I'll open up my crackers, throw on my Spam, cover it with cheese, put on my other cracker, and have a Spam and cheese sandwich. And then, of course, I always have a little bag of trail mix and either a Cliff Bar or a Pro Meal bar. So I got plenty of food to carry me through. And that's it, guys. Helikon Tech's Haversack. In spite of the design flaws, I still give it 2 thumbs up and still recommend it. I think it's very reasonably priced for something that's this quality material. I want to say it's 1,000 denier. I'm pretty sure that's correct, but around 70 bucks or so on Amazon. Again, just great features that I do like. You know, the pocket on the side, which holds a saw and a knife. This little attachment here, hold a first aid kit or whatever. There's another little attachment inside. You could put a little mini flashlight or something. The 2 zippered pockets. Another attachment inside, also back here for something on a D-ring. So you got something you can attach to the outside on a D-ring, something car keys or a light on this D-ring. And again, this side you have a sleeve that will hold a hatchet perfectly, like the little hand hatchet. I mean, overall, I really, really like this bag. I've been carrying it about on 3 different outings now. Actually, today will be the 4th because I'm on an outing right now, and I like it. The water bottle sleeve isn't an issue. Doesn't matter to me that my bottle's just sitting down in here and loose, but it is a design flaw to have this bottle pouch so small that if you put a stainless steel bottle in there, it shoves this side out so tight that you can't put a hatchet in here. You can't, it becomes unusable. So that is definitely a flaw. The buckle, I won't call that a flaw. I'll just say an improvement needs to be made. There is a whole bunch of room here that could be used. When that is down tight, you cannot get anything higher than the top. With an adjustable strap, again, this little pad, for example, or an extra shirt or an extra hat, an extra pair of winter insulated gloves could go easily up on the top. Your gear is still covered by the flap, just with that. So guys at Helikon Tech's, again, listen to a real bushcrafter who's out here using your gear in real situations. Add an adjustable lengthened strap and do something with that water bottle pouch. Other than that, guys, like I said, I'm going to give it 2 thumbs up. I like this bag. I'm going to continue to carry it. I think it's great buy for the price. The Hidden Woodsman is a great bag as well. The biggest difference for me is rather than having just one outside pocket for a hatchet, I like having a sleeve over here so that my saw and another knife are right outside. and the hatchet on the side rather than on the front, and just some more little places to attach gear. So there it is, everyone. Dan at Ochiko Bushcraft, Helikon Tech's Haversack. 2 thumbs up. Hope the guys at Helikon Tech's will take into consideration the 2 changes I recommended. But other than that, guys, I recommend it. It's a great shoulder bag. And the cool thing about shoulder bags, and the reason I like them, is you set it in the seat next to you. You know, you're driving in the woods, and you stop the truck because you saw something, and you just throw it over your shoulder and you go. It's really, really easy if you have stuff in a backpack or something, or a chest pack, and I've done it, to step out of your rig and look and think, man, I just want to go see what that was that ran into the trees, or I just want to go check this thing out. It's not very far from the truck. I don't want to put on my buckles and my straps and put something over my shoulders and buckle everything or around me or anything else. So you leave it in the truck and you go, and then you end up going farther than you thought you would. Whereas a shoulder bag, you grab the handle and you leap out of the truck. It takes a half a second. You grab it, you go, you start walking. As you're walking, you throw the strap over your shoulder. It doesn't slow you down. It doesn't cause you to pause or hesitate or miss what you just saw running through the trees, because you just grab it. You don't even look. You just grab the handle as you're heading out the truck. You got your gear with you. So that's the thing I like about the shoulder bags, is you're not tempted to leave it because you're in a hurry. You know, like I said, maybe you just saw something run into the brush, and you're not in a hurry, and you know that if you stop to buckle stuff on, you're gonna miss it. You grab this in your hand and go. Very cool. All right, guys, Dan at Ochiko Bushcraft. Hope that review helps. Hope it maybe gave you some ideas if you decide to get one on how to set yours up with different gear. Take care, everyone. Please subscribe to the channel.